Hey there, gang. Time for another comic book unboxing video. As always, I don't know what's in this box, but I'm glad you're here. We're going to find out together. So if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghalla. My name is Duke. This is an unboxing video, so please do like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the groovy things, and let's not waste any time. Let's crack right into it. I've got an idea we're going to go through this box fairly quickly because looking at the edge of them, I think that this is going to be a mostly Silver Age box. And based on what I know of some of the collections that have come in recently, I'm betting that this is going to be mostly Silver Age Marvel. So if that's your thing, you want to take a look at some old Silver Age Marvel comic books, then you have come to the right place. I assume. Now, I never peek, but there you go, the top stack, and this whole stack is Marvel. So might be some bronze mixed in. But yeah, and we'll go through this pretty quickly, I think, because this is a lot of stuff that most of us have seen before. Maybe you've never seen a live one before, you know, IRL. Although, you know, does this count as IRL? Oh, here's something neat. Where Monsters Dwell, #1. That's a title that reprinted a lot of the 1950s Atlas monster stuff. Here's #4. #7, Rambu. And sometimes they commission new covers. This guy's face, look at that. You know, in the classic Joe Shuster pose of the guy running away from the action stage center, that's a pretty funny look. Sometimes these commission new covers. Sometimes they did reuse the original cover. Gruto. Here's an Incredible Hulk, #135. Back when 1977 was the future. Incredible Hulk, 136. 138 with the Sandman. The Sandman cometh. Amazing. Whoops. Got to be careful there. Spider-Man 179. Avengers 22. Some water damage. That's unfortunate, but should still do okay. Should get at least $10 on eBay. Tales of Suspense #84 against the Super Adaptoid. #87. 88. And you probably know, you may or may not know, but probably you know why these titles like Tales of Suspense, they were twofers, and that's because in 1956-ish or so, Martin Goodman folded Atlas Distributors. That was the in-house distributing company for Marvel Comics, or, well, whatever company name he was using at the time. Magazine Management, I think, was the sort of umbrella, but if you looked in the indicia for tax purposes, like every title just about had its own publisher, and then it would often change. Like, for example, this one is Vista Publications. But anyway, he folded Atlas. So when you see Atlas on the cover of a 50s Marvel book, Atlas is actually the distributor mark. But anyway, he folded it and threw in with the American News Company. And less than a year later, American News folded under a federal government racketeering investigation. And so Goodman had to go hat in hand because he couldn't rebuild his distribution model from scratch. Went hat in hand to Independent News, which was actually owned by DC Comics, and they limited Marvel to just 8 books per month, which at the time was no big deal because Martin Goodman, the comic books were kind of a minor thing. He was doing magazines and girly mags and lots of other things, and so the comic books weren't really that big a deal. And so they were like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. And so they teamed, you know, once the superhero universe started taking off, they had to team up heroes in one book because they could only publish 8 books per month. So they couldn't have Iron Man and Captain America because that would only leave them with 6 titles left, you know? So there's Medusa and Amazing Spider-Man. Here's Where Creatures Roam, #1. And that is nice. #2. #6. A lot of these monster books, these Bronze Age monster books, were included in the Halloween Mystery Box series that we just did. Those are sold out on the sellmycomicbooks.com website, but I think we've got about 10 or so. There were 100 boxes in the series, and I think we've got about 10 or so left that are in the store. .com Comics, Amazing Adventures #1. And so you could hit up .com by going to eBay, not eBay, excuse me, Twitter or Instagram, or just go to the website and call the store. I don't think they're on the web store, but if you call the store and ask for Dan, Dan can get you one of those 10 or so that are remaining. Now, the Inhumans feature, I believe at some point, yes, was done by Neil Adams. So it's sort of surprising that this didn't take off. Although really, I mean, everything Neil Adams touched kind of died. I should do a video talking about that. Here's Astonishing Tales #1, Ka-Zar and Dr. Doom. And at this point, in the Bronze Age, because by this point, Marvel had sold to Perfect Chemical Corporation, which became part of the Cadence Corporation. And so Marvel was now being distributed by Curtis Circulation, which also did the Saturday Night Evening Post. Or just, I don't think it matters day or night. I think it was just a Saturday Evening Post. The Saturday Night Evening Post. Sometimes my mouth moves faster than my brain. And so they were out from underneath the gun of the DC limitations. And so at this point, it was a choice. It was a choice to feature two kind of B-list characters in a single title. To, I guess, see how that would do. See if either one would take off to break out into their own title. And in no case did it actually work. And all of these titles, Astonishing Tales, Amazing Adventures, were short-lived. Here's Batman, nice classic cover. Here's a crazy Batmite cover. The Batmite hero. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's crazy. Oh no, Batmite has spoiled my plans. Oh, that's crazy. Dr. Double X in Detective Comics. We've seen this one recently a few times. That's the Catman and Batwoman becoming Catwoman. That's not the actual Catwoman. Here is the Swami Batman. The Zodiac Master. Number 331 with Elongated Man. 344. Crazy Death Trap. So we got a few DC books in here as well. That's a nice, fairly nice condition copy for these. These tend to be rough when we get them. But this is Marvel Collector's Item Classic number 6. I believe this would eventually become Marvel's Greatest Comics. It would become all Fantastic Four reprints, as there were Fantastic Four reprints in the beginning. This Ka-Zar featuring Daredevil and X-Men, I think this was a one-shot. Or it may not have been intended to be a one-shot, but that's how it ended up. This was also a one-shot, Tales of Asgard. I think this was a reprint title, reprinting the backup stories from Journey into Mystery. Here's Captain Marvel. Here's where Captain Marvel got, it says unchained, but he actually got chained to Rick Jones, professional sidekick Rick Jones. Here's shortly after he's got the white hair. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Oh, Jungle Jim. That probably won't do that well. These types of books don't do very well for us on eBay. Is that? Yeah, that's a stamp on there. Bill Skace, S-K-A-C-E, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Huh. Used comic and pocket books. 2 for $5? Wow. Trade your old ones. 2 for $1. Huh. Well, look at that. Here's a nicer condition Jungle Jim. I'm tempted to want to put those into a multi-book lot because I don't think they'll do that well. Here's an Avon book. Wow, you don't see Avon books very often. Captain Steve Savage. I don't know about Captain Steve Savage. I bet you Anthony Perdue will tell us in the comments below. He probably knows something of Steve. I would guess it's a Steve Canyon ripoff of some kind, but I bet you Anthony will know the answer to that. Tom Corbett Space Cadet. This is popular. These books do very well on eBay. That should be a $60, $70 book, I almost guarantee you. This, on the other hand, Roy Rogers Trigger, will probably be like a $5 book, even in a pretty nice shape like this. Gene Autry Comics also does not sell very well. Tomahawk. Oh, I love Tomahawk, especially the early ones before they went all like, dinosaurs and aliens, that kind of crap. When it was actually true to life, revolutionary colonial era. And the artwork by Fred Ray was quite fabulous. So yeah, I do like Tomahawk. I would love to see a current Tomahawk comic book if DC could manage it without screwing it up. And no guarantees of that for sure. Oh, this next book is kind of interesting. This is, it's not what I thought it was. Never mind. Well, it's still interesting. This is a giveaway of some kind. This is obviously during the time this cartoon was out, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. But it's Firestar and Iceman. Interesting, they've got Firestar hyphenated. But this is a giveaway, an advertising supplement to the Denver Post. And there were probably multiple, I'm guessing, Danger in Denver? Well, maybe not. I was going to say that, they might have had these included with a bunch of different newspapers. And maybe they did. Maybe it was Crisis in Cleveland. I don't know what. What else could there be? Freak Out in Frisco? I don't know. X-Men 23, X-Men 26. Always nice to see those. Here's 27, 29. Here's 30. 31. I feel like I probably should have broken this box in two. I'm taking longer to go through it than I thought I would have. As a matter of fact, I will. We're going to stop right here after this stack. So if you were getting up for a snack here in just a moment, hold off. Strange Tales 135, that is the first one to feature Nick Fury in his new role as a super spy chief. Up until this time, he was just a war hero. 136, and of course he replaced Giant Man in that title. And it's interesting that it wasn't really until the very end that the Strange Tales logo gave way to Nick Fury and or Doctor Strange logos, whereas on Tales to Astonish and Tales of Suspense, the actual title logo got minimized pretty early on in place of the logo of the heroes. There's a lot going on in that cover. Operation Brain Blast. 142, 143, 144 with the flying car. 145. And actually seeing the flying car in action is probably about the only thing I ever liked about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series. So see, like I said, they minimized the logo and they trumpeted Iron Man and Captain America. So there you go. The Marvel Age of Comics is on the march. March in January. The origin of Captain America. I think comic books is probably where I learned the word origin. Never really helped me. Never aced it on a spelling test or anything. Although I think I won't say passed, but I think I got at least one answer right on a science test once because I knew that Fe was the chemical symbol for iron because of ferrolad. So 82. So that's a good comment discussion. Let me know, how did comic books help you in school, if at all? Was there anything that you ever learned in comic books that you were able to do well on a test in school? I don't know. But hey, that's the first half of this box. Come back tomorrow and we will finish off this box when I'm guessing it's going to be more of the same, more Silver Age Marvels. So until then, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other. And I didn't move John just because I don't have to want to reposition him again. I'm too lazy. All right. See you next time.